felt really good. You know, me and my coach had a plan going into it. The big goal is to be able to make the right decisions at the right time on the fly. That's something I've been working on all season. And I thought I was able to do that today, which I was really happy about. Like, whether the outcome was what it was, my big goal is just to go in and execute correctly, and I feel like that's what I did today, so I was really happy about that.
We saw Kadali go down pretty hard. Is he all right?
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't know that he went down until after the race. I haven't talked to him. I don't know. I hope he's all right. I'm sure we'll probably file a protest about that.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened because I wasn't racing, so I wasn't watching. But hopefully he's all right, and hopefully the outcome turns out to be good for us, whether he's in the final or whatever it may be. So. I looked back and I saw that I had a bit of a gap. I knew that when I moved with 150 to go, I moved pretty hard. I thought that some of the guys in the field would have gone with me, but I guess not. So that gives me some confidence going into tomorrow. When you can win your heat and feel good about it, like that gives you a lot of confidence going forward. A lot of them. One of the big ones at indoor is learning how to brake at like 150, being able to feel out the field and get in a position that you want. It's really hard to do that because it's a really short track, so it's only a 50-meter straight. So that decision you got to make really quickly. I thought that I did that well today. Also, like feeling out the field to know like where to close and when to do it. You kind of got to judge like where you're at and where the field's at. And today I feel like I did a really good job on that. My theory is that it's a lot of strength that's going on. A lot of these NCAA 800-meter runners and milers, like everyone that's a distance runner is doing more volume. The strength is better than ever. A lot of these 800 guys have PB'd in the mile this year. I mean, I ran my first sub-4 this year. I think that gave me a lot of confidence for the 8. If you're a mile, running a good 3K would give you a lot of confidence. Same on the pro scene. I mean, Cole, an old teammate of mine, last year PB'd in the 5K, and that gave him the strength to be able to run 327 to the 1500. I think that strength-oriented stuff works really well. You see it with all the top guys. And I think that in the 800 in the NCAA, you see it too.
Speaking of how fast the 800 is, I think a lot of people are expecting tomorrow's race to be historically quick. What do you expect out of the time? Do you think it's possible to get that NCAA record?
This entire season, I haven't thought once about time, if I'm being honest with you. Like, obviously, qualifying for NCAAs, you got to run a specific time. And I just did that in the heats of Big Tens. But going into tomorrow, time's the last thing on my mind. I want to worry about going in, executing the race that I want to run, and whatever the outcome is what it is. Yeah. When I was in high school, my coach was strength-based. My hometown doesn't even have a track, so I was doing like strength work on grass like 99.5% of the year. Coming into college, my first year was with Ben Thomas. He's strength-based, but he's a mad scientist when it comes to training. So with him, it was still strength-oriented though, and then Jerry's even more so. Like lots of volume, lots of 1500-meter specific work. We dropped down to run some 800 specific stuff at the right time of the year, and that gives me the confidence to come into races like this and run well.
When you say mad scientist, what do you mean?
About Ben?
Yeah.
You'd have to ask Cole and Cooper about that. That's a quote from them.
What's it been like training with 122 guys and Olympian companion?
It's fantastic. You know, when I came into Oregon, a big goal of mine was to run with people that are better than me. And at the time, Cole was there, Cooper was there, Charlie Hunter was there, Matt Wisner was there. We had such a good lineup of guys, and I felt that I made a ton of big jumps because of that. This year it's the same thing. You know, I got someone I can key off of. He's a little bit less polished than those guys. He's so talented though, and so there's some sessions where he drags my butt around the track, and it really helps.
What kind of sessions is he?
It depends on the day. Like sometimes it's the strength stuff, sometimes it's the speed stuff. When he opens up his stride and he's running 800-meter specific pace, it makes sense why he's a 142 guy.
How are you feeling coming off this race? What are you going to do to get ready for the final tomorrow?
I'm going to end this interview pretty quick here, get a cool down in, get some food in, and just pass out for the evening, get some good sleep.
Thank
Yeah, thank you very much.